All right, this is a continuation of my effort. Never done this before, so this is not easy, especially for a guy that likes to talk. All right, diatonic scale. You can figure this out. Whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. You can do that up a string. And that's a good way to start. And then you're gonna pick a spot. I recommend that you do this at the fifth fret, starting on the fifth fret, sixth string to the A. Obviously, I'm taking liberties. I'm playing that A major chord in the open pattern, but I'm playing the major scale up, starting at that fifth fret on the sixth string. So, okay, and it's important that I say this next part because I talked about the chords. And I'm talking major now, not minor. You got the E major, A major, D major, which is also part of that C. It's the same chord structure. We can talk about that later. But this major scale pattern at the fifth fret happens to be A major scale, is based upon this E major pattern that is sliding up the neck. There's E, there's an F, there's an F sharp, there's a G, there's a G sharp, and there's an A. So the major pattern is the one I just got through showing you, starting here on the sixth string, fifth fret. Okay, now I'm going to jump ahead. I'm going to make a big leap here. All right, now I'm going to move to the second chord pattern, and that's that A down in the open position. Now, bear with me, Randy. I'm going to bend your brain here because I want to stick up in the middle of the neck. But when I start on this, well, that fifth string is an A string. That's why that pattern is an A pattern. I mean, it's an A chord. But when you move that pattern is A sharp or B flat, B, C. That's really an important chord there. C major, these are all majors. C sharp major, D. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm back up in the middle of the neck here, but I'm not gonna be concentrating, I will be concentrating on this fifth string. And if you go up the neck chromatically, A sharp, B, C sharp, D, and you play that same pattern but up the neck and barred, you get a D. Now we're back to the diatonic scale, and we're going to start with that D on the fifth fret, fifth string. And really, it's essentially the same finger movement, but you're gonna go across the neck. It's gonna be D, So one major scale is for this E pattern, and that's, by the nature of that, it has to start on the 6th string. The other pattern is going to start on the 5th string, and in this case, because I'm choosing the D note, you're getting a D. Now I'm going to continue to make a big leap, and you have to. This will bend your brain. The second string is a B, and it's tuned. I'll have to think about this. It's either tuned up a half step or down a half step. I should know that, but I don't ever. That's why when you tune it, you're off one. You gotta adjust for the fact that the strings tune slightly different than the other strings. But let's go to this D pattern to stick with this this diatonic point. Okay. Now this is going to actually have to. You're going to have to envision that this open string, in this case, the open string is a D. On the 4th string is the root note for this D chord. So you got to make sure that when you begin to move this D pattern up the neck, and this is important, that you make sure that you account for that. This is really hard to do because you don't really play it this way, but you got to move the anchor point again, because you got the open, gonna slide it up one. You gotta hold down the next 4th string note. So that's going to be a D. I'm cheating. I'm going to leave this E. I'm going to leave this E, the number 1 string, open. Okay? And don't worry about the fact that it's open. And I'm going to hold the other kind of a cheat chord for that D. Instead of the full D, I got the E open. And I'm doing that for a reason, for my fingers. So open string on the 4th string. Slide it up one. Sorry. Sounds out of tune. Well, in any event, gonna get complicated here. I'm giving you the 3rd scale that you're gonna end up learning. And that's gonna be for the key of G, because it's starting with a G. I'm gonna stop there because it's starting to get a little bit. I don't want to say it's complicated, but if you can hang on to this idea of the whole step, half step, whole step, half step, then you can kind of step yourself through figuring out these scales. Because first of all, your ear is going to help you do it. And I'm going to stop there. So there's this pattern on the 6th string. Here's on the 5th string. Here's on the 4th string. Here's on the 3rd string. And on the 2nd string. Okay, and not one of those scales, they're all in different different keys because they where the root note started, but I wanted you to keep them kind of all in the same spot. That's enough of that. Bye.